So,
Yep. Hey,
yeah.
John, you remember Skin of Our Teeth?
How can I forget that? That was, th- it's hard to put words to it, but it may have been arguably the high point of my dramatic career. It's, I don't think I don't think I'd be capable of ever doing that again.
I
It was,
And John, I cannot believe how we went to New Haven. The two of us went to New
yes,
Haven because someone, either you had found out or someone had, that some theater troupe in New Haven was doing it. And we thought we should all go. And Mrs. White said, no way, do not go. Do not go because it will color
very
your
weighty in
performance.
response.
And we went anyway.
Of course. Hey, you
We
don't
did
say that
not.
to anybody who crashes Blue Jays, you know?
Well, what was really weird is that then the whole cast came to our show. So Mrs. White found out that John and I had gone. But there was never, I mean, and they said it was way better than their performance. I couldn't tell you that, but
I agree.
she was she never took us aside and said, what did you think you were doing? So anyway, we passed something, John.
Well, and Mrs. White's look alone could put
Oh
you
my
make you
God,
become
yes.
an undulating gelatinous piece of protoplasm. She was a scary lady when she wanted to be.
She
Well,
was
I
amazing.
remember
The
one
poor
time-
woman, having taught English for a long time, I think back on her and what she had to put up with.
Oh my God, yes.
Well, the things we did to her.
But
Really?
I remember one time she got really mad at me because I got out of character when she was giving us directions. You know, we were all on the stage, and I must have like crossed my feet and put weight on one foot more than the other, like I was sort of wont to do at that time. And she said, Marcia, get back in character. Okay.
You are Mrs. Antrobus.
Uh-huh.
Well, was the Skin of Our Teeth the first really dramatic piece that the school put on? Otherwise, it was always musicals.
Not really, because when I was a freshman or sophomore, they did Member of a Wedding.
Oh, I remember that.
Right.
And and then I can't remember what else, because I thought there was a senior class play every year, because I was in it when I was in Skin of Our Teeth when I was a junior, but I think when we were seniors, she did Hamlet, I think.
Wow.
Yes, and I know that they never asked me to be Skin of the Teeth because I was the player queen in Hamlet. I can remember being coach. So many journeys made the sun and moon. It didn't work out really well.
Well, she asked me if I would be Hamlet's mother, I think.
Oh,
And
wow.
I made up an excuse because I really did not want to have to put that much work in my fall of my seat, whenever it was. And so my father was teaching at Penn State that year, and we went to visit him instead of play. I never saw the play because I just said, I'm really sorry, I can't do it.
Well, there.
Was Alan Gary Hamlet?
I think he might have been.
Wow.
I don't really remember.
Wow.
They browbeat me and offered me 50% off on Classmates. And so I finally signed up again. But I've been looking at yearbooks. And
Yeah.
I was looking at 65.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think they did a dramatic senior class play, but then they did musicals. I don't know, it must have been like every other year.
With John Torrenti,
With
Yeah.
Oklahoma and South Pacific. And
Yeah.
Right. Those were the early ones,
Yeah.
I think.
Right.
All I remember is musicals. I'd sit up and do the lights essentially, and that's it.
Wow, that's important.
Yes,
Well,
absolutely.
not really. You goof off a lot.
Okay, so and the theater connection here, and remembering Liz, is that for member of the wedding, Mrs. White wanted to put people in blackface. And Liz was
Really?
quite offended at that, and Ann Petrie, being on the library board, was not going to have any of it. And so
That's the
Oh,
picture
there's a
behind
picture.
right now, where Liz is on her mom's lap.
There it
Gary-
is.
If you just turn around, oh, you can probably see it on your thingy.
Yeah, it's behind Gary.
Yeah.
Wow. I know, that's such a sweet picture.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
That is sweet. Oh,
Wow.
it's on the memory board, the Kudo board.
Okay.